Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to a very excited Wrestling Daze because this is a very special video. This is a video I never thought I would make and I can't believe I am actually making it. This is a YouTube silver play button unboxing video. This is what it comes in. Look at that packaging. It's like a black box with YouTube written on the top. If you've got a YouTube channel and you're working towards this goal, that's what comes through the post. Looks really cool. So very grateful to have received this. A little bit perplexed as well because this wasn't anything I thought we would achieve, but yeah, as a result, I of course just want to take a second to thank a few people. I'm not going to go on too long. I'm not going to thank God, although I'm sure he's great. I'm not going to thank like the neighbours. I don't really like them. I don't really know them. And the neighbour's dog, which is a little bit annoying. But I do want to thank my family. Of course, it goes without saying, you all know Mama Daze, but there's a Dada Daze, a Brother Daze, a Sister-in-law Daze. I want to thank those guys because without them, the channel just wouldn't have achieved the success that it did. I also want to thank a young lady called Emma with one M. She is really the biggest reason that this channel exists. She was the person that came up with the idea of the channel. You know, helped me in those early years, like as the channel was growing, and again without her we just wouldn't be here. So this very much is dedicated to them, and this is because of them. And yeah, I just honestly I might tear up. I can't believe it. Of course, to open this we have got the Spife Life. That is how we do our unboxings. The sharpest tool known to man. So we're going to use this to open up and have a look at the YouTube play button. Afterwards, I will show you the moment that 100,000 was achieved because we were actually live streaming when it happened. It was during SmackDown 1000 and just by absolute coincidence, it happened at the beginning of that stream. So rather than you going off and having to find it, I will just put that little clip, that moment that it was actually achieved. So yeah, let's get this open anyway. We could stand here talking all day. Right guys, we've managed to get the sellotape off using the Spife, so we can now open up the package. I do want to just give my final shout outs. Kia Daze, of course, needs a shout out. She's been in a few videos recently. Finn, who you might remember from the early Wrestling Daze videos, the little boy, shout out to you. And of course the biggest shout out goes to all of you guys. Without you guys that have subscribed, this would not be possible. This is for all of you as well. This is our silver play button. I will put it on display somewhere in the background. But let's open it up and see what it actually looks like. We've got some nice foam. It's a little freebie that they give you. And we got a little card. It says, congratulations on your subscriber milestone. We are honoured to take part in recognising your achievement and want your experience to be exceptional. I'd say this is exceptional. This award was inspected and packaged with great care by Rick. Thank you, Rick. Do you know what? Rick is such a good guy. If your award was damaged during... Nah, it won't be. I know Rick. Rick will look after us. Right, we've also got a letter from YouTube. This says, you've just done something that very few YouTube creators accomplish. You've had an astonishing 100,000 people subscribe to the channel. We know that numbers on YouTube can get really big, but we hope that you don't lose sight of the reality behind the 6-digit milestone. Each and every person who has subscribed has been touched by what you have created. Oh my God, they're going to start making me cry here. Hold it together, Wrestling Daze. You've achieved this milestone with hard work, perseverance, probably a healthy sense of humour. Well, I try. What you've accomplished can't be taken away. Oh, I thought you said can be. Oh my God, they're going to take it away. And we'd like to recognise you and all your hard work with this Silver Creator Award. A small token of our esteem and respect. We know that you don't do it for rewards. Definitely do. You do it because you have drive, to create and share. And because you found an audience who cares. Believe us when we say blah, 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 blah. We're rooting for you. Congratulations, Susan Wojcicki. I don't know how you pronounce her surname, but I do know of her. And she has kindly signed this, but it doesn't look real. But anyway, I'm sure, yeah, thank you. Right, and here it is. Here it is. Look at this. It's huge. It's bigger than my face. Wow. It's got a little bit of weight to it. I mean, oh, look at this. You get a little bit of, I don't know what that's. I don't know. I think that's like to make sure that it doesn't get wet. I don't know. Right, anyway. Here it is, look. And it's in some lovely packaging. Let's take it out. There. Look at that. Look at that. It says presented to Wrestling Daze for passing 100,000 subscribers. You can see, look, Hulk Hogan in the reflection. I am a real American. What are you looking at, Hulk? What are you looking at? I didn't think I'd be arguing with Hulk Hogan at this moment, but here we are. So, yes, there it is. Look, it's got two little holes on the back for you to actually hang up and display. There isn't like a stand or anything. The front doesn't do anything. There's no secret buttons or compartments that open. That's a little bit of a ledge. I think you could probably use that for doing your makeup or something. Do you know what I mean? Oh, didn't need to see that. But there it is, guys. Absolutely awesome. Again, look, joking aside, thank you so much for this. And I think the best way to kind of finish this video is to show you the moment when we actually reached this milestone. Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. And hopefully, I'll see you again next time. Bye for now. Jesus! We are now officially two away. 2 away. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to tweet the... Right, now it's got tense. Now it's tense. Now it's 1. Yeah! I'm waiting for... I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. Well, it got there. Can I just ring up YouTube and go, look, it got there. It was there once. Oh, it's got there again. Oh, man, this is not good for my heart. This is like the worst idea. Actually live streaming whilst this is doing what it's doing. Look at it. It's mental. Why are you doing this? It's like... Oh, I can't give YouTube a call and go, yeah, we reached 100,000. They go, hang on, no, it's what? Come on, you're one short here. I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen. As soon as it got here, everyone's like, I'm going to unsubscribe. And I always told myself that I would do it if I reached this point. And that is to shout out Glenn Webb, because Glenn Webb, as you can see there, fantastic YouTuber, now on 144, nearly 145,000 subs. Glenn Webb, I watched some of his toy hunts, and they definitely influenced me. And Glenn Webb sadly passed away. I believe it was the day that his channel turned to 100,000. So I don't think he ever actually got to see his channel reach that milestone. And I always said to myself that if it gets to this point, if this channel ever achieves that, then I will definitely take that moment to shout out Glenn Webb, because yeah, I didn't watch lots of his videos. I saw a couple of his toy hunts, and they definitely influenced me, and they influenced the channel. And I'm pretty confident that I would have reached out to him if he was still around. And he seemed like such a nice guy. I didn't know him, but he seemed like such a nice guy. I think he would have given me his time, and I think we could have maybe done a video or something. And as I said, sadly, you know, Glenn Webb no longer with us, but I do want to give him that shout out and check out his toy hunts, because if it wasn't for Glenn Webb, you could argue there wouldn't be a Wrestling Daze. There's two more people really, YouTubers that I want to shout out. I mean, of course, we've got a lot of people that join us in the chat. I think, of course, about C Wrestling, who's got a big YouTube channel, and of course, big supporter of these live streams. C Wrestling has been watching for a long time, and I really appreciate the support. I mean, I could read through everybody's names that's in the Cringe crew, and obviously, there's no way of doing that. I want to shout out Vegan Strong Style, of course, because of the work that he's been putting in these past few weeks, months, to keep the polls going for you guys. It really got to the point where I didn't know if I could keep doing them. And actually, the live stream championships might have gone away had Vegan not kindly agreed to kind of keep that ball rolling for you guys. So I just couldn't talk about what was going on. I felt it was alienating new people. So big thank you to Vegan, big thank you to C Wrestling. As I said, thank you to everyone that joins us on these live streams. I don't want this to be a big thank you thing. I have two more people to mention, and then I promise we move on. First of all, I have to shout out Grim, and I know a lot of people watch Grim's Toy Show as well. And again, I started the channel and I got into figures because of Grim. That's simple. I saw his collection, saw the championship belts, saw the really the quality that Mattel were putting out, and that started my collection. That collection started about 2.5 years ago, around the same time that the channel started. If you go back to my first video, you will see that it's got about 10 figures in the background. That is legit all I had, and that's where the channel was at that point. And so I have to shout Grim out. Also, this is what I was wearing in that first video. This is the top. This is the hat. This is the hat that I left behind when I left Southampton. But of course I wasn't going to leave it behind unloved. Of course not. It's been chilling in the background here. And this is actually the first time I'm wearing it. I believe anyway. But I believe this is the first time I'm wearing it since I left Southampton and left it behind. So this is the exact t-shirt, the exact hat that I was wearing in my very first video. So if nothing else, round of applause to me for being able to fit into these things, because it's been a few years. So yes, big shout out to Grim's Toy Show, and of course Tommy's Toy Travels. It's the final shout out I want to do. Tommy, I think, is one of the most underrated YouTubers on the whole platform. If you watch his earlier videos, he was doing stuff, and he was trying to be creative, and he was trying to find humor, and he was trying to entertain, and he had puppets, and he was wearing a wig, and he was coming up with, you know, crazy ideas to make his toy hunts fun. If you watch a Tommy Toy Travels toy hunt, you will definitely feel the influences of like where my influences came from. 100%. No Tommy Toy Travels, no Wrestling Daze. Done. Simple. Like, not even an argument. There's not even a debate. If there was no Tommy Toy Travels, there would be no Wrestling Daze. And you know, I feel that way about Grim as well. And yeah, I mean, obviously I've gone on to meet a lot of people. There's been a lot of supporters, but I suppose really the three that I always thought, if I get there, I'll shout them out. Glenn Webb, Grim's Toy Show, Tommy Toy Travels. They're like, they're three of the four heads on my Mount Rushmore. And you can put your head as that fourth, because I appreciate you all. That was cheesy as hell, but I mean it.